Hello, my name is Lawrence Krauss. I have finished my paper called Article 8. Here it is. Article 8 is an amendment to the U.S. Constitution. It adds a Board of Trustees as a fourth branch of government, and the purpose of the Board of Trustees is to assure our sovereignty. Particularly, the Board of Trustees would police our politicians and weed out those who are domestic enemies. What is a domestic enemy? A domestic enemy is an oath-bound officer or official who betrays our sovereignty. Among the powers of the Board of Trustees is to publicly fund elections. This solves a lot of problems that certain people can't seem to solve. The Board of Trustees has many powers that can solve many problems that seem intractable. There's a solution to the unfunded mandates problem in this constitutional amendment. Uh, to help promote and discuss the amendment, there's lots of money baked into the amendment so that people can get compensated for promoting it or discussing it. You can read about what those compensations are uh, by going to www.yes8.us. You need to add that www for now until I figure out how to make it work. But it's also .us. Don't forget the .us. .us. Um, I will be making many videos on this and trying to reach out to people. Uh, if you're interested in collaborating, promoting, whatever, let me know what you'd like to do. I know that this can take off very quickly. It's something that we need. This paper talks about whether or not Donald Trump is actually the president or not. I'll leave that as a surprise. Um, the one key solution I think is important is that we don't allow the ruling scum to pick the Board of Trustees. If we did that, then they would just put in a crony, and what's the point? So the amendment gives me the authority to be the first trustee. So it names me as the initial trustee. Then I'll pick others, and there'll be a college of trustees. You can be part of the college of trustees. I'm looking for the first 20 to train, and that will create the institutional culture, and then we just go from there. So there's jobs here, there's money here, there's plenty of opportunity to change politics. And one of the good things is that we don't have to wait for an electoral cycle or spend a lot of money on an election. I've designed this so that we can use New York State ratification law to ratify this amendment immediately. Most people aren't taught anything about ratification law. I have a degree in political science. We never came across it. Although I heard about it, it wasn't until the last few years that I actually came across it out of necessity. But it's extremely powerful. It says the people may reassume the powers of government whensoever it is necessary to their happiness. So you're the people, I'm the people. We get to reassume those powers from the government, which includes the power to, let's say, add a board of trustees. And it says upon necessity. So upon necessity, what does that mean? Well, if all our politicians died, we would have to, by necessity, reassume those powers. If our politicians are domestic enemies, they don't have any office holding capacity. So the offices are open. And so then in the same way, we would have to reassume the powers of government. So that's the angle that this Article 8 takes. I see it as effective immediately. And so I'm the Board of Trustees guy, and I'm looking for people to hire. The Board of Trustees also has the capacity to issue currency, to pay people, uh, and of course, there's some rewards in there for people to take a look at. So have a good time reading it. It's meant to be interesting and change your perception of government and history, et cetera, et cetera. So uh, I'm sure people get angry over it, but I think this is how I think people will digest it. Is that they might get angry at a 10 once they read it, and then they might think about it again next month, but they'll only get angry to a 9, then an 8, and then a 7, and they won't be angry too long, especially if we're doing our job. All right, do what you can to talk about it and to mention it to people and where to get it. It's www.yes8.us. Thank you very much.